He is the best chance, as people... Well, wait. Did he just... Okay, we'll get into that in a second. From Finland, it's Serral. One of the fastest players in the world, one of the most ridiculous, and also with the most boring interviews. And in that, he's essentially a Korean player all in and of himself. So Serral immediately expanding to the outside here, probably predicting that Haz was going to go for a block, so just preempting that. Maybe going to try to make it look a little bit like a proxy, but there's already a spawning pool on the way. Haz knows exactly the timing that this could be. He should realize this very quickly. It's a best of 7. Haz known for his off-brand Protoss. Alternative build orders. Things that shouldn't work and on paper are not in the meta, but we're breaking out of such, I guess, low-minded description. At some point I'll finish my sentences, but I'm just waiting to see what Haz does next. Watch him just play the standard. Now, if you're playing a standard Protoss versus Zerg, you're going to build a Stargate, then that Stargate's going to build a Phoenix, and as the Phoenix is building, you're going to get a Twilight and or a Robo, and work your way into getting a third with some basic ground tech, and then build an Oracle behind the Phoenix. What is Haz going to do? Remember, his entire mantra is to expect the unexpected, and that has been successful against players like Showtime, like Kelazor, like Nurchio, and everyone else in this tournament that he's faced except Serral. So there's a Twilight right off the bat. He uses a Stalker to be able to push away, and it looks like a Robo as well. Is this going to be one of the classic DT drops? Did he actually end up... No, he canceled the Adept. I think he saw the positioning of the Overlord. He canceled his Adept and got a Stalker instead. And that's already suspicious. Like, if you're Serral, you're like, why do you have a Stalker? You're hiding something. I mean, of course he's hiding something. That's what he does. But that Stalker first, no Adept to scout, nothing like that. Serral's going to play it super safe. And if you're Serral, you're just saying, I just don't want to die. Whatever shenanigans, whatever sneaky builds and alternative tactics you're using, I'm going to see it. I'm going to spend a little bit of extra money to get this information that's going to be way more valuable down the line. He's going to see no Stargate. The Robo's just now finishing. A Twilight's done. Additional gateways being added on. It's going to be 4 in total. Serral on the other side, he's already added on a Roach Warren. I believe he got that the second he scouted the Twilight Council. He's working his creep spread out around his bases, making it easier to see charge lots and warp prisms and things coming in, and react to them, especially with queens. Now, another thing that Serral's looking for are the gases at the net. If Haz is not taking these gases, then he is very intent on mineral-based builds, whether that's expanding, whether that's charge lots. At this point, it's pretty obviously not going to be Archon drop, because you simply cannot do an Archon drop with this much gas. Already 3 Zealots in the Prism. Haz going to be taking a third base behind it. Somewhat of a rarity. A Forge as well. The +1. I mean, just in general, is this for upgrades? It's not just for... I don't know. I mean, whenever Haz is playing, I just kind of take whatever I think I know about StarCraft and kind of throw it out the window. And sometimes you gotta rein it in a little bit. Like, there are certain things you can't just beat mass roaches with charge lots early. Like, it's not gonna happen. Especially if it's been scouted, so he has to take a third, things like that. But what is behind this? Immortals, charge lots. There's no Templar archives. If Serral, he's at 52 drones, which is comfortable, but he's not rolling in minerals right now. If he decides to just go for roach speed and try to hit the third, that could be effective. Looks like he's just going to cover all his bases. If you're Serral, you're not going to try to rely on a single timing. I think almost all of these games will involve Serral just defending and trying to figure out what Haz is up to. and then responding appropriately. Calm down. Serral at 412 average APM, has 340. What a casual. 5 more gates on the way. Still no gases at the net. This is something he loves. Just all about the minerals. Overwhelming charge lot numbers. And I think Serral has predicted this accurately. Well, mostly because he sees there's no gas at these bases. If there are no Archons, Roach Baneling, which isn't a usual unit composition... Wait. I wasn't even paying attention earlier. Serral never researched Zergling speed. He just kind of skipped it. I think he canceled his Zergling speed early on when he saw the Stalker for Overlord speed. So that's an interesting decision to make. I mean, it worked out. He was all set. He didn't need Zergling speed. It's no good against charge lots. Oh, those roaches are trapped back there. But here comes Haz. Already Baneling's on the way, though. Zergling speed, almost done. Baneling speed, halfway there. On creep as well. Even the slow Banes. These aren't Marines. They're not going to stim and split. There's no Archons. I mean, on paper, Serral should be able to crush this. Does he have +1? No. No basic upgrades. +1 is done for Haz, but... Oh, that's a lot of charge lots. There are already 13 Banes on the field. Okay. Well, it's all going to come down to the force fields, really. If he could drop Zealots on the Banelings and soak up some of them before the fight, might go a little bit better. Wow. The Queen's on the high ground, almost taking out the War Prism at the same time as Serral is counterattacking with Zerglings. I mean, has a very large army. That's a lot of charge lots. If the Banelings connect a little bit awkwardly, the Zerglings running through has actually able to wall off in time. But the Banelings rolling onto the creep. The force field's good to start. A few Banelings trickling through. Already a lot of the charge lots going down. Corrosive Bowels at the back, breaking through the force field. Has in full retreat. But how far can he run before the Banelings catch up? Charge lots trying to go to the front. More eating some of the splash damage. Has dipping under 100 supply. Serral rolling through. Another Warpin to try to hold the line. 3 Immortals on the high ground are not enough. The juggling is good, but it's not going to stop this many roaches. And it looks like game number 1 convincingly going to go to the Finnish Zerg. Stopping Haz at every turn. Not even close. That was... Well... That was pretty one-sided. I mean, that's what I think we'll see a lot of in this series. I wasn't able to watch it live, but I'm glad I'm able to watch it now. The prioritization of Overlord speed over Zergling speed just shows you Serral's not coming in. He knows he has to be a little flexible because Haz has that off-brand Protoss. He's got something else up his sleeve at almost all times. So, I like the Overlord speed, but we'll have to see. Is he going to continue with that, or was that a reaction to the Stalker? Maybe we'll look through Serral's eyes on some of these games. I mean, I do that so much. If you want to learn how to play Zerg, you look at Serral, you lower your expectations, you look at Serral again, you lower your expectations more, and then you say, okay, maybe I can do 5% of that. And then you maybe try to apply that to your own games. Alright. Game number 2. Serral in the top left, Haz in the bottom right, and... Oh, okay. Oh, no. I thought he was just going to send the probe across. I guess we're proxy gating. I would not be surprised. But builds the pylon at the front. Nothing too particularly spicy to kick things off. And even though we're 30 seconds in, there already could... If this was Maru, there'd be 2 SCVs on the other side of the map. 1, neither of these players are Terran. 2, Maru isn't even in the WCS Circuit. He's in the Global StarCraft League. But, I'm just saying. Alright, Haz gets the gate. Excuse me. Serral, wait, I take it back. Alright, I take it back. This time, instead of expanding to his own third, Serral will be expanding. I take it all back. Well, Serral giving Haz maybe a taste of his own medicine here. A proxy hatch. This is for a giraffe migration. I can only assume. Now, he set himself up. Think of the mind games here. In the last game, in order to preempt a pylon block, he expanded to his third. Haz knows that. Last game, Serral just expanded right off the way to his third. He probably did it again. But this time, Serral did not expand to his third. Serral is outside Haz's natural. So, will Serral be able to mind game the mind gamer? We'll have to see. The probe coming around, is it? He hasn't actually looked at the third. He hasn't confirmed it. I have no idea where this probe is going. You have to keep very close track of the probes for Haz. Okay. The creep is not going to spread. I think this is actually calculated so that the vision of the Cybercore will barely not see the creep spreading. I might be entirely wrong, and this Cybercore is going to finish and see the creep, and then I'll feel dumb. But we'll see. Let's go to the Haz action cam. Are you kidding me? Even when Serral proxy hatches. Oh my god, it's perfect. Can you... Like, that is... Like... Okay, now he sees it. Now he sees it. It eventually took a bit. Now he sees it. But there are roaches on the way. Haz is proxying a Stargate on the other side of the map, though, so... And I believe the Stargate started well before he knew about this. This was the plan from before seeing this hatchery out here. So let the games begin. Another gateway on the way. Ravagers are going to try to break through a single shield battery. A creep tumor coming up as well. He's going to try to spread all the way in. The maneuverability and just the ability to support with queens. The corrosive biles splitting the difference. The shield battery bringing the shields back up on that pylon. Serral just going to focus the battery itself down. I mean, but there's not even a queen. The queen is walking across the map for Serral. Okay, you gotta be thinking, why don't you have more on defense? Haz is just gonna try to hold the high ground. Probably the smartest move he could have picked. Oh god. There is... This is terrible. Serral immediately retreats. That's his entire economy. He has 0 anti-air. His only anti-air is running the drones away. Haz retreating to the high ground. He knows where he can hold and where he cannot. 7 drones. 8 drones. He's going to be less than where he started. He's back to 12 drones. Haz has a little bit more energy. And it's not like he can... Oh, the Ravagers are in the bait! They slipped up through. The probes are here. 4 shield batteries. Shots are fired. He's trying to kill one, but the other batteries are re-shielding it. This is a lot on the ground here. There's another Oracle on the way. An Oracle with energy on its way back across. He doesn't have energy. Actually, he does have energy to recall if he wants to go for it. The probes are fighting. Haz it down to 15 workers. Serral is breaking through, and there are 2 queens with this. He does have anti-air. It's not over yet. Serral is long-distance mounting from outside of Haz's natural base with a proxy hatch, and Ravagers are in the main. He needs more Oracles. If he can fight with the Oracles on the shield battery, that would be ideal. The Stalker's trying to come around, do as much damage to the Queens as possible. 1 Stalker falls. The rest of the probes, 4 drones against 8. He actually used the Oracles to kill the rest of the drones for the most part. 4 will escape the massacre. So it's 2 queens. Serral doesn't have enough for another queen. What is it going to be? 4? Uh-oh, yes, 4 oracles. There's no mining back at home. Haz is confirming this. The drones have been evacuated. There's only 2 probes left. Where is the last probe? Of course. Of course it is. But another oracle on the way. Serral desperately trying to mine. 4 oracles are enough to kill these queens, even with a couple transfuses. I think he's held on long enough. He just targets down the queen. The transfuse is there. One of the oracles isn't firing, but he's out of energy. Okay, wait. How many units? Serral has 4 roaches and a ravager. Yeah, the oracles will have enough energy to kill those units by the time he actually tries to kill the bases. What a mess. Has wins. Now, of course, that game, Serral decided to pull a cheese out of the closet. Something that I don't think I've ever seen Serral go for a proxy hatch play. And now, plenty of people be like, Winter, he does a proxy hatch like once every series. Have you been paying any attention? Obviously not, but like... So we're all tied up 1-1. Now, I love how Haz was already going for the proxy gate. Like, before he knew there was a hatchery outside of his base, the proxy gate was building. Like, that was happening. And that's what ended up saving him. Like, if he had a robo at home, or if he had the Stargate at home, then maybe he doesn't kill the economy quick enough. Maybe Serral gets a queen or a spore or something. But, not this time. Okay, get this out of here. Back to the games. 1-1. In the top left of Acid Plant, the Finnish Titan, Serral. In the bottom right, the Taiwanese Knight. Hey, I don't know. I'm trying to come up with clever ways besides like off-brand, but Haz with his unique Protoss style. We haven't seen a cannon rush yet. Is now the time? I don't think so. He would have sent a probe out already. Like, the cannon battery rush is something that's definitely in the toolbox here. I'm sure he's done it. And I would be very surprised if... Why is this so loud? Oh my god. Very surprised if we don't see a one-base, like, proxy, shield battery, robo, cannon, full-on attack. Alright, Serral for the first time expanding to his net. Looks like Haz gonna go for the gate expand again, scouting off a gate, not trying to block the hatch. What? That's a forge. And a cyber core. Oh my god! Oh, there it goes! 2 pylons at the back, and he's found a little boxed-in corner. This awkward timing where Serral has to make a hard decision now. There's gonna be a cyber core on the way. This is not a huge commitment. Does he cancel the base? Like... Oh my god! He traps the drones on the inside! He can block off that cannon with another pylon. He does! Oh! He's already trapped 2 drones. But he should be able... Wait, can he trap the rest? Can he trap the rest? He was going for it. He slips through. As with another cannon. But Serral's already expanded to the outside. There's only 1 cannon fire. I don't think he's going to try to stop it from killing the hatch. He knows well, he does have a cyber core. He has not... Oh my god. Well, you know... I said, maybe not this game, maybe a different game. I was wrong. There's a robo. There are 2 cannons. Can I get a shield battery, Haz? Where's my shield battery? Can he fit a shield battery back there? I'm not entirely sure. The creep... Well, when the hatchery dies, he can definitely do it. Is there anything at home? There's a stalker on the way. 4 zerglings on the way across. Metabolic boost is a third of the way done. I believe that's not a wall. Yeah. It's a weird looking wall here, but... There's a shield battery as the creep recedes a bit. The third base, Serral, like, there's a big commitment here, but Serral already has taken the third. And there's nothing threatening the mineral line. Like, he can transfer between these bases. A Stalker just kind of walks up. Has lets 4 Zerglings into his base. I believe they killed the probe to get there. They're not going to do too much, as he does have a Stalker at home, but... What? Okay. Another shield battery on the way. He creeps forward. The Zerglings are taken out. He lost 2 probes in that exchange. Oh, a Stalker coming up the ramp. Maybe not where it wants to be. Zergling speed is done, but he can't quite get this around. And Immortal's done as well. At this point, if you're Haz, I think you just need to hardwall it. Like, what are you doing? He's up the high ground. The Zerglings just... It's a disaster. Well, that was really bad. You can't just lose an Immortal. So that kind of stops the whole rush in its tracks. The idea is you build so much momentum and get so many Immortals that they can't actually stop you. But if the Immortal just gets killed... Oh. Serral going for the Golden Glove Award with some incredible catches. And, well, this rush... it hasn't been stopped, but it's very close. Oh, another one. Oh, and the Corrosive Mouse, he held him down! But you see, that's what happens if you have the shield batteries. Those Immortals live up to their name. Another cannon on the way. But the Ravager's already coming in from the right side. It looks like this rush has been stalled out. He's getting a Warp Prism, but he's going to have a 1 Immortal. Oh, if he gets the surround, can he pin? Can he pin it? Oh. The shield battery is double knocked down before they can be reshielded. He has 1 Immortal and a Warp Prism. Alright, Haz, let's see it. Let's see the Micro. There's 38 to 12 army supply. The pickups, Corrosive Bows, rapid firing out. Oh my god. The Immortal in the red. But he should be able to complete. He dodges the shot. He should be able to complete 1 more Immortal. Wait, do I take it back? Oh my god. It could not have been any closer. But where's the juggling? The Ravager count's starting to dip. He cancels. He cancels the shield battery. The Immortals are starting to break through. He restarts the Robo. I mean, he's got to double down. There's a lot of shield batteries where that came from. Nothing is coming across the... There's not a wall. Oh, God, there's not a wall. He doesn't even have Warp Gate done. Oh, if these are... Oh, well... It actually looks like Haz might be making some progress, but that progress immediately undone by 5 Zerglings in the base. That's all it takes. Like... Now, imagine if it hadn't gone so wrong. Imagine if he had 3 Immortals and he was able to keep the Robo and all this stuff. But instead, there's 5 Zerglings and Haz is struggling just to keep himself alive. There could be a warp in here. Haz is still microing his Immortals. As long as he keeps the Prism alive, he's a threat. Serral only has 20 drones. Make that 19. Oh my god, the Sentry. The shield battery needs to reshield the Cyber Core. Well, here comes the Immortal Micro some more. He can't afford another Immortal. He spent a ton of gas on the Sentry. Oh, the Immortals juking back. Shield batteries everywhere. There's still cannons to contend with. Another Queen gonna be taken out. The drones are making their way to the third. Haz gonna intercept many of them. Serral down to 14 workers. Despite how poorly this has gone, Haz is still on the brink of breaking through. Like, the thing is here, even if Haz loses his base, and that is a very real possibility, even if he loses his base, the game is not yet lost, because there are cannons and shield batteries. Oh my god. The force field? The force field? The Sentry's on the wrong side of things. But at the same time, the Immortals... He's making, well, the last Immortal that will be made. At this point, he's got to go for the economy. He gets a Queen! Oh, the jukes on the Biles! Oh! Cannon's trying to come up at home, but there will be no more cannons here. He's killing his own shield battery to get out. I don't know if that's worth it. He could just juggle it with his... He's building one more Immortal. Has... Oh my god. He's got 3 now. It's a little bit harder to juggle, but he's got additional firepower. Are there enough Ravagers here? There's the probes coming. Like, the barriers are online. The juggling. He dances them back. He dances some more. The vials hit. No! He loses an Immortal. But there's one more on the way. The probes are gone. Haz will not be mining anymore this game. Imagine if he hadn't lost that first Immortal. How devastating this could be. Just how ridiculous. He still has to kill the cannons in the back. Serral is not out of the woods yet. The spawning pool being targeted down. There's one more Immortal on the way. That feel when you're juggling against broodlings. Serral has no... He does not have a spawning pool anymore. So... Haz is no longer... He has no mining. Like, this is it. This is all you got here. There are 3 queens, plenty of Ravagers. Is there another... He's building another prism! Oh my god. He's gonna double... Okay, let's see it. This is it. This is all he has. Puns intended. Oh my god, the juggles. The juggles, but if he loses a prism... Oh my god. The juggling back. Oh, and back they go! All the way! GG. But... Serral will hold by that much. Unfortunately, the second prism almost seemed to make the micro harder. I mean, just imagine if he hadn't lost that first Immortal, how different that game would look. That was really dangerous. Like, just a couple tiny things. Serral was on the ropes. It was so close. All right, we're going into game 4. Serral up 2-1. Disgusting, but also beautiful at the same time. And now we're going into the map everybody loves. Darkness Sanctuary. Let's go. In the bottom left of the only 4-player map in the map pool. The eccentric genius of Protoss. It's Haz. And the stoic torchbearer of the Zerg. Serral. The face of faceless European Zergs who do pretty well, but maybe won't beat the Koreans, but do pretty well, and other races complain that Zerg is easy, but then Maru keeps winning everything, kind of ruining all their arguments, but still qualify for a lot of tournaments. Serral. Our second scout comes out. Oh my god. Do you see it? Do you see it? A 4! And he's sending the second probe! Serral's already setting up because he knows this location can be locked up. Oh, no. And Serral has no idea. Like, the Overlords aren't going to be there. He didn't drone scout. A second probe. That's a commitment. The probe's trapped the drone! Almost killing it. But he's locked in. You can't stop this now. The minerals create a wall. Oh, here we go. And he slips out. Will he cancel the second pylon? Serral will cancel the hatchery. A cybercon on the way. Wait, can it? Can he? No, he's just using that for high ground vision. This is a macro cannon rush? Yeah, Serral expands to the outside, but it's been slowed down. Is he actually going to try to cannon them? If he could get 2 cannons, he could outdo the spine crawlers. I think the spine crawlers are... Because he knows of the threat, but he's about to see... Thankfully for him, he sent an Overlord this direction. I think... Oh, here we go again! We're going to give it try number 2. A Robo's on the way. This cannon, a little bit misplaced. Is he going to complete it? Wow, he does. And the shield battery's coming up. If the shield battery comes up in time, well, he has to have high ground vision. The Robo. 2/3 of the way done. But we're deja vu. This cannon rush may be a little less successful than the last one because Serral had time to cancel, and the Robo a little bit on the later side. But does he build an observer? The spine crawler is going to work through. He wants to get that high ground vision. The shield battery is doing a good job. The cannon's getting vision to the high ground. He has to go back down. The shield battery going to be drained a lot by that stalker. Really trying to work through. But the shield batteries are very, very good units. Oh, he gets a Ravager. That's oh, more shield batteries on the way. Has will not stop. The absolute madman. But this cannon looks like it's going to fall. There's only one... This is the last pylon, by the way. He needs to keep that pylon alive. He needs to shield that pylon. Does he realize? Does he realize? Does he know? Uh-oh. And it all is unpowered. Oh, no. But everything comes back online. Is the barrier online? Still halfway on cooldown, about 15 seconds. And the Warp Prism comes out. He can juggle back. The shield battery is so effective. He brings some Zerglings out. Is he going to go for the pylons? The classic tactic. Oh, the pylons are right next. He can repower with the Prism, maybe. He can repower with the Prism. Do it, do it, do it. Show me it. Yes! He does! And he repowers the shield batteries with the Prism, but he doesn't get the Robo. Oh, no. He can repower the Robo. The Immortal is trapped in there. The Immortal is targeting. Down goes another battery. The Corrosive Vial at the last second. The Immortal holding the line. He's out of shields. He's out of shields. He's rebuilding. How did a probe survive? If he just got rid of the probe, he could get rid of so many problems. Oh, is he going to have to rebuild the Robo? It looks like that's a yes. Absolutely ridiculous. Microing back over the top of the minerals. A cannon's coming online. He doesn't have the Robo. The Immortal's deathly low, but not quite there yet. He doesn't. He needs to reshield. He reshields the low Immortal. The barriers are about to come back online. Yes, barriers are... the initial Immortal has its barrier back online. Will he rebuild a Robo? He's building a Stargate at home. He's building 2 Stargates at home. Why stop there? The Immortal's going into the main. Serral only has 24 drones. Serral has less workers. The juggle back. This is so hard to deal with when this well executed. The Lings are trying to trickle through. Does he get the probe? He's still not getting the probe. He could juggle the probe. The probe lives. The Immortal's at the back. How does the probe live? He gets it. Going straight for the shield battery. Will he try to recharge it? It doesn't look like he has the energy really on the other battery. He's trying to target down a Ravager. He's down to 2 batteries. The shield's on the Immortal's about to fall once again. The shield batteries are drained. Serral might have enough to finally push this back for now. Behind it, Oracles are on the way. Haz is expanding. The Queen! Ah! That was the only thing I had to say. But Serral is down in workers, and he's building spore crawlers, so that way he doesn't lose more. Haz, that was a successful macro cannon robo cheese. Serral trying to macro back up. The Oracle does a quick 180 there, turns back the other direction. Phoenix is on the way out. Now watch him. Okay. Let me predict. 2 Robos. So now that he's built 2 Stargates to get 2 Phoenixes and an Oracle, it's time to go back into Robotech. Just the mind of Haz. I don't know what he's gonna do. He's still building Phoenixes, so I don't try to predict. That's when you go blink DTs. Okay. The Phoenixes kill Serral. Going to be supply blocked, but he's got a few more not Immortals, Overlords on the way. Oh my. Drama ensues. Now, if the game goes on long enough, I think that Serral, well, Serral from a slight economic deficit is still the favorite. Like, unless Serral is he still has 3 bases. He has queens. There was no way for Haz to attack him. And I know that gets confusing. Oh, and a transfuse. Like, it's starting to come apart a little bit here. He's losing a window to really put on pressure. Of course, since he's only been building Phoenixes and he's mining out of his main. I don't know if there's some sort of bet that Haz says, you know what? I can go to the WCS finals without ever taking gases at my natural. He doesn't even have a Twilight Council to go for charge lots. I don't know what the plan is. He's just building Phoenixes off of 1 base of gas. But that's a lot of drones going down here. He's gonna lose maybe 0 Phoenixes. That's pretty good. He's lost 0 so far total. Where's your Twilight? Like, Haz just going for the Phoenix. It's working. But what's the follow-up here? What's the killing blow? What's the finisher? There's the Twilight Council. Haz, you can take gas geysers. Okay? Like, somebody tell him that he's allowed to take the gases. Like, I don't... Now this is crazy. Serral, are you insane? He's going for a Spire. Well, that has to be for Corruptors. Like... Oh my god, he's doing it. He's finally broken through.
Now I have your attention.
He says, you know what? I can do it. I can take a 3rd gas. And this is a big breakthrough for him, so respect him, okay? He put a lot of work into that. And then he mined from it with 1 probe. So is this going to be Roach Corruptor, which is... This is both a unit composition you go for when you're behind. Is that Oracle? That Oracle is turned on, by the way. That Oracle is activated. It's lit up, but it's just kind of... Okay, he turned it back off. Never mind. So, Roach Corruptor is... If you think you're... This is a unit composition you go if you think you are better than your opponent. I don't think if Serral was up against, say, Neeb, he would even think, even in this position, about going Roach Corruptor. Because someone with very solid macro and control, this is a unit composite, like, you just get Templar. You just get Immortal Archon. And most players would follow up these Phoenixes with Immortal Archon into Templar. But Serral's like, well, you love your charge lots. So he's going to directly counter the Phoenixes, and he's going to directly counter the charge lots, and there's not going to be any Immortals. Well, there's one Immortal left over from the original Cheese, but he's going to see there's no second gas at the net. He knows this is the right way to go. This is a direct counter to what Haz is doing. Of course, he's only built 44 probes. Oh, if he gets the... No! He doesn't have a robo! Oh, no! Serral just snipes it off. The Immortal has 27 kills. But are there enough units on the deck? There's only 8 roaches. This base should fall. No, Haz is just going for it. Oh, he's building a wall against charge lots. But he can come in and pick up the queen. He's actually going straight for the roaches. Here come the Corruptors. But it meant, like, another warping of charge lots. The charge lots, no, they gotta come attack. If he had another 8 charge lots in this fight, he's still winning the fight. Haz, get it together. If he had 8 more charge lots together with this fight, could Serral stop him? The reinforcements are running in. Haz still at 44 workers. He has to do damage here. Finally, the Immortal gonna fall. But Serral manipulating these charge lots so well. The Evo Chamber tanking some charges. And Serral, what looked like a potential killing blow coming in again. And GG, Serral holds. Well, you don't usually want to say this in a finals, but Serral is way better than Haz at StarCraft. But Haz is way better than Serral at Cheesecraft. So, like, once again, if that had been, like, if the Warp Prism had been a little bit better executed, if his pylons had been set up, once again, Serral on the very edge, the cusp of defeat. But as long as he lives, he knows exactly what to do as time goes on. Just give him a little bit of space. We're going to what could be the final match. Redshift. Does he do it again? Serral on the edge of another WCS championship. Whereas Haz, he's right, he's so close. He's so close. And I don't know if Serral's responding to it correctly, but even Serral, like, you look at it, he's going Ravager, he's trying to get his queens together. Honestly, the way Haz is playing, it looks like if he makes very slightly less mistakes, like mistakes of a smaller scale, it looks so incredibly difficult to stop that. Serral was so close to crumbling to the Immortals. It's just a few HP, a few energy on a shield battery, and it could go the other way. And, well, no disrespect to Haz at all, because this is some of the most impressive StarCraft. And just, well, it's completely, it's not new, but he's taking this dirty Protoss to the next level. Okay, it's dirty Protoss. Let's not mince words here. This is dirty, cheesy Protoss, but sometimes that's what you need. You gotta do what you has to do. But we almost never see it executed at this level, but you still see how close and how dangerous and how potent it is, even against... What is he got? Oh. May I point out, the forge. I can't believe, like, I can't believe Serral actually, this had to be on purpose, right? Like, this had to be, he knows he's gonna cannon rush if he takes this base. He knows it, like, of course he is. So, it has to be a calculated move, like, I'm gonna take the gold and then I have a plan. Maybe he doesn't even, oh, okay, he just cancels, okay. The other base is already on the way. It's gonna be a pylon and a cannon, just chilling. Still less of a cost than the hatch. And that is a hard wall here. Such weird walls. He's gonna be a gold digger himself. And there's the Stargate.
Oh, good. Now I have your attention.
He's gonna protect his probe. Now he just starts cannon rushing all the way up to the high. I was like, no, you can't do that. No, oh god, don't. Well, at this point, has Serral? Yes, Serral saw the Stargate. Probe trying to get through. Did he even see the gas before? It did not. It doesn't see the roach one, doesn't see the gas. How many roaches is he gonna build? Because he's building a third. It's gonna be one roach? Is this like a now you need to panic roach? He built one. So I think, is he trying to show it? That's just shades through. Serral's like, why would you do that? Nobody does that. They keep their adept alive. Haz doesn't care. Whoop. And he gets 2 drones. And he gets some info, like, on the drone count and stuff. Oh my god. It all makes sense now. The one roach is to harass this mineral line and force him to defend it. Just one. That's all you need. He wasted all his Oracle energy. Oracle still has energy to potentially kill some drones. There's a Robo and a Twilight behind. I love the Terran music. Too bad it's a foreign event. There was never going to be a Terran in the finals. And it's going to be charged laps with the War Prism. And away we go. Did he made a void right here we go. 7 gates, 8 gates. Give me 9, Haz. Go for 10. Double-digit gates on 2 base with +1. He sees gates opening up. He made it within range of the watchtower. There are roaches on the way. I think Serral has sniffed it out. I mean, he's pretty he just started a lair. This is in range. You're in range of the watchtower, Haz. Oh, that's a dead giveaway. He's going to be building roaches. There's no reason at all for Serral to stop building roaches. There's no third. He knows exactly what's happening right now. +1 is still about 30 seconds out. I do like this. I do like this. The charge lots on the left side. There's no protection here. And then he can warp in. Are the gates all online? His 9 gates. A stasis ward. Well, that's one way to deal with that. The positioning is great out of Serral. Once again, there is a Void Ray to help out. Charge Lot's going to work over here. He's going straight for the hatch. It's a hard call whether you want to go for units or for bases, because if you waste any time going for bases and you don't get it... Oh no, Has! The queens? Will we try another warping? We'll have to see. Oh my god. Is this the strat? Is he going to wait to mine out this base and then walk out and... I don't actually know. Serral has held. He's got roach speed on the way. Has stopped building workers a while ago. Like, he's committed. He could juggle all these units out with the prism. But, I mean, as long... Serral has vision of the third. Just keep building units. That's all you gotta do. He's gonna have so many. He already has 18 roaches. Gonna deal with this cannon. Nope, maybe pick up a warp prism. Oh my god, why are there some zealots on the... I guess the pylon field reaches that far. Is he... Is this really what you're... He's gonna juggle them, isn't he? The watchtower scouted the entire army, by the way. Like... Oh my god. Everybody all aboard! The Has elevator! I mean... Are there banelings? There are no banelings. Roach speed isn't quite done yet. It's gonna be done by the time this fight happens. When in doubt, more queens. We got 11 queens on the field. 151, 124 supply. Don't tell me he's gonna try to juggle the entire... Yeah, that's not... Serral sees it. Serral knows. Like... +1 is done. +2 is finishing up. A big warping into the main. Are there enough roaches here? +2, 10 seconds away. But, well, the roaches and spines are in a great position here. Will he warp in again is the question. +2 attack is done. This is a very potent Protoss army, but look at the supply. The Spore Car are going to move back. Like, that's just too many roaches, ravagers, and queens. He has too much stopping power. And force fields aren't going to be the be-all. He has just enough ravagers to break through a critical amount of force. Like, that, you're just not... That's far too much Zerg. You're just holding on to everything. Another round of charge lots trying to come in. The War Prism back to the main. Serral has enough in every location. The only place... Well, he's trying to flank in here. Some progress was made, but only the Immortals remain. Charge lots coming in the left side. The Immortals trying to hold the line. Some more micro coming up, and Serral has plenty of roaches and more popping out. And it's looking like the defense will be enough to land him another WCS championship. Has, with some brilliant plays, some big moves. But in the long run, Serral held on a wall against Haz's aggression. At no point did Has ever have a realistic possibility of going over 50 probes. Like, very interesting finals, for sure. The fact Has got that far, like, the Master Cheeser. But Serral, it seems, as time went on... Well, even that Darkness Sanctuary game, it was so close. Like, those cannon battery rushes could have... They were so close. Just the tiny mistakes, maybe some nerves. I don't think has been quite that far before in a huge tournament. But, well, Serral takes another one, and I'm sure he did an enthralling and very engaging interview after, and didn't just say, yeah, I'm glad I played well. He has some crazy builds, but I want to thank my practice partners and my team and my fans. I'm sure he didn't just say that. And he just trash-talked Has and called him a dirty cheeser with an abusive race and no skill. Let's just imagine Serral said that, okay? I don't need to hear exactly what he said. That sounds right to me. That sounds like something Serral would say. So